Hello everyone, I'm Luke Tweedale. Hope everybody is having a happy holiday season. I am giving a short presentation as part of my final project for Survey of Oceanography at Madison College. I will start by explaining the topic of that project as well as how and why I chose it. I became a fisherman at the age of 4. I'm almost 21 now. And ever since I first started, I've known no greater enjoyment than a great day of fishing. Of the many fish species I have pursued and caught, both freshwater and saltwater, the salmon, along with their cousins, the trout, have been my favorite fish to go for. Also, because I know quite a bit about them from years of handling and fishing for them, writing about and researching them, I just knew it wouldn't be much of a challenge. Our final project in the class had several topic choices, so I chose one relating to marine life, which is my favorite area of study within the science of oceanography. That topic was the Salmonidae family of fish. As I stated earlier, fishing has been a relaxing pastime for me for many years, so choosing to write about it just seemed logical. The salmon is a beautiful fish, really beautiful fish, and it has a lot of significance in many cultures, and I was sure I could write about them in a compelling way. I learned a lot to add to my store of knowledge on salmon during the course of writing this paper, especially relating to the commercial and economic importance of the species. Did you know that the salmon fishing industry in the Gulf of Alaska alone employs over 20,000 permanent and an additional 30,000 seasonal workers and is worth roughly $23 million a year? I sure didn't. In support of my thesis statement, I did a lot of research about the salmon farming industry and aquaculture, and in so doing learned that while there are undeniable benefits, like any profit-driven industry, it has a bit of a dirty underbelly. There are some nasty byproducts that pollute the ocean, and there is a risk of farm salmon spreading disease to wild salmon. If you will observe the accompanying photograph, you will see how an aquaculture salmon pen, also known as a net cage, is set up. There is an obvious risk of fish escaping, either while being harvested or through a rip in the net caused by currents or other adverse weather, which is not unusual in the regions, especially in the Pacific Northwest, where these are most prevalent. Most of these pens are situated in estuaries or in the ocean itself. Because of these issues, though, there has been an equally hard push to clean up the industry and make it more efficient. If that positive trend continues, farmed salmon will account for 3/4 of the salmon consumed in the U.S. compared with the 2/3 that industry currently supplies. Of all the elements of my topic I researched for my paper, the most important was probably the importance of salmon in the food chain, both on land and in the ocean. I've seen bears in Alaska eating dozens of salmon, but certain apex predators in the ocean, like the killer whale, dolphins, and sea lions, eat several thousand apiece in the span of a year. Salmon are a staple for these animals, and when they become scarce, the whole ecosystem suffers. Firmly grasping this fact is what convinced me to set forth the thesis that farmed salmon are the best alternative in order to perpetuate the health of the wild salmon population. It formed the main body of my paper, and it gave me new insight into the species. Thanks for taking the time to view my presentation. Any feedback and or comments will be greatly appreciated.